good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? So today I'm going to be reacting to the New York Giants press conference. Joe Shane and Brian Dable on current status stat on of the 20. Oh my God, I can't even read. Fuck. Joe Shane and Brian Dable on current state of the 2023 New York Giants. Um, to be fair, I don't think Brian Dable is right for the job. You could sense it, you know. Me being a New York Giants fan, as you can see the wristband, and I'm gonna flash it every time because I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, you're a fake Giants fan. You're not a real Giants fan. This and that." This is proof right here, okay? And I'm probably gonna buy like a hoodie too. But anyways, man. But yeah, I don't like Brian Dable at all. I'll take that back. I don't dislike Brian Dable. I just don't think he's the right coach for this job. I remember when Tom Coughlin took over, he was just old, grumpy, yelling, type of head coach. But he knew that he had to open up to his players. He had to be more, happy, go friendly, and it worked. Outside of that, outside of that Super Bowl run, he opened up. He bought everybody an In-N-Out burger. You know what I'm saying? And he's a beautiful day we having. You know what I'm saying? Like he just something just clicked. Or something just opened up. He was a sergeant. You know what I'm saying? He served in the military. He was a wide receiver head coach, so he had something going for him. Brian Dable, I don't see anything remotely close to that. Now, he does look like, his head does look like a shape of a penis. I'm not even gonna lie. I call Dave Gettleman rat face because he does look like a rat. So I'm gonna call Brian Dable penis head because head is shaped his head is shaped like a penis. I'm sorry. I mean, if you look at it like that, like don't tell me you can't tell me that his face don't look like a shaped penis. Like if you zoom in and look at his face right there, you can't tell me his face don't look like a penis. But anyways, yeah, right there. See, his head is shaped like a damn penis. But anyways, man, we're gonna see what they have to say. I'm like 3 minutes in, so I'm gonna stop it at the 6 minute mark.
Guys, at this point, though, where do you see a better version of what you had last year?
Again, we'll see. Again, I like some of the guys that we brought in free agency. I like some of the guys that we drafted, but they still got to go out there and do it on Sundays.
Do you think you've assembled a team that can challenge to win the NFC East?
Again, we'll see. Our guys didn't play a lot in the preseason. They played that Carolina game as a unit. We're still practicing.
Yeah, and I think that's what scares me. You see all these other teams starting their starters. Like I was watching the other day, I was watching Trevor Lawrence, just one drive. No, I think he was in there for like two drives, 2 or 3 drives. Because obviously having reps is important. Like Joe Shane said, players had less playing time. So when they go out there and they don't look right or they're sluggish or they're slow, don't blame them. This is what happens when you need to play, your starters. Because to knock off the rust, not only to knock off the rust, but you have to have continuity. You have to have chemistry together. Throw Daniel Jones out there for 2 or 3 drives. It won't kill him. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get hurt regardless. So don't play scared. Now there was a few quarterbacks that didn't play. Like Aaron Rodgers did play. Trevor Lawrence played. So, I'm not gonna say that Daniel Jones is the odd man out, but you like Daniel Jones need that chemistry with Waller. Because if Waller doesn't perform week one, everybody's gonna get on his ass. You know what I'm saying? But like he said earlier, it's gonna take time for this team to gel. So if they don't hit the ground running week one, week two they might probably pop off. You know what I'm saying? They might probably. I have the Giants winning week one anyways, but they're probably gonna win it sluggishly. They're not gonna win it by convincing victory. It might be like 21 to. It might be like 23-20. Scored like that. So, it's gonna take a few games for them to get rolling. So don't expect the Giants to hit the ground one in week one.
In and getting better daily, and we'll see what it looks like when we get to the regular season.
What did you see in that? Daniel played that one possession in the Carolina game. Just being able to see that unit in that one possession.
Scored a touchdown. That was good. Yeah. So I like the way we executed. We were in and out of the huddle, played fast, and obviously you always want to score every drive with a kick. So we accomplished that.
Also, if I may, how has Waller measured up to what you either hoped or expected?
He's done a good job. I know we've talked about him quite a bit this summer, but he's come in, he's learned our system. I think we've had good communication as to some of the stuff that he likes to do or has done, and introduced him some of the stuff that we think he could do well to help us. Again, he's done a nice job since he's been here.
So what have you seen from the quarterback so far in year two?
I would say it's natural to be more comfortable. You've executed the plays multiple times, whether it's throughout last season, this off season, and another training camp. So just some of the guys that return, Isaiah, having Slayton back. There's some familiar weapons throughout the spring. So again, just being more comfortable in the system, I would say.
Boogie talked yesterday about you being the reason, or feeling like you were the reason he was in Buffalo. Can you just talk about scouting Boogie and your relationship with him?
Yeah, and those decisions are never on one person. I'll just say that when you're drafting, typically those first 3 rounds, especially, those are organizational decisions, coaching staff, personnel.
All right, I'm gonna stop right there. Now, Jaylin Hyatt, he switched from number 84 to number 13. Now, for the ones who don't know, obviously Odell Beckham Jr. wore the number 13. He didn't do dilly crap here. I know most Giants fans are probably going to get mad. I don't give a rip. He didn't really do good over here. Toomer, Plaxico, Steve Smith, our Steve Smith, number 12. Mario Manningham, Akeem Nicks, Victor Cruz, they did more than him than he was here their whole entire, not really whole entire life, but they did more. They did more. While they was here. All these one-handed catches, all these 50, 60-yard slants to the touchdown. We gave a lot. I mean, the Giants gave, or not the Giants, but the NFL gave the New York Giants a lot of primetime games. Because of Odell Beckham Jr. But Odell Beckham Jr. did not make Eli Manning. You know what I'm saying? Eli Manning was great before he even got there. So, and he won 2 championships without him. Go back and look at that Green Bay Packers game. He folded like a cheap tent. He pulled a James Harden. So Jaylin Hyatt is different. Obviously, you could tell. One went to LSU, the other one went to Tennessee. I believe Tennessee is more strict than LSU, because LSU is a zoo. LSU was notorious for a lot of bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? You had you had Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. He got into some legal issues. You know what I'm saying? You had, you know what I'm saying? Like, not really Odell, but you had a lot of bad stuff coming to LSU. You know what I'm saying? But Tennessee Titans are not like, the Tennessee Volunteers are not like that. they're more, tight shift. So he says, I want to start my own legacy with number 13. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you feel like you want to switch numbers, go ahead. There was a few wide receivers that wore the number 13. Ramsey's Barden, if y'all remember him, he wore the number 13. Odell Beckham Jr. obviously wore the number 13. I think Seals wore the number 13. So if he wants to rock with number 13, go ahead. I was born on the 13th, so, it's a lucky number. Most people look at it as a curse. Most people look at it as a lucky number. So we're going to see what Jaylin Hyde had to say. Because when you come to a big market, you got to back it up. You got to back it up. I don't care if that catch made Odell or didn't make Odell. He has to live up to that because he was the number one pick. Okay, Jaylin Hyde is a third round draft pick. So
What was the problem with 84?
It was no
Just
problem.
didn't look good?
It was
Just didn't like the look of it?
It was no problem. It was no problem. I was, trying to decide which one I wanted. If I wanted to stick with 84 or, try to do something else, something different. So, but, I just decided 13.
Was there I'm sorry, they probably already asked you, but is there a story behind it, or was it just the look of the number kind of that attracted you?
There's no story behind it. I just want to start my own legacy with it. Do my best for the Giants here. That's it.
Did you decision all yours, or did you turn to anyone to ask their opinion on it all?
Most of the decision was mine. I asked some of my teammates, what they thought, and they told me you should do it. So, decided to make that change. Can't wait to go
I don't
out there
bash
and
him.
with that.
Look, he's a great dude. He's a humble dude. I can tell he's going to do a lot of positive things here. I was excited when we drafted him because I think he was like third or fourth on Mark Mayok's draft board. Because I believe in the combine, a scouter for the Cowboys, called him out, and he said, "Oh, you think I'm not that fast? Okay, watch." Boom, he showed him. You know what I'm saying? So, people are gonna try to get underneath your skin. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you respond. And I could tell that Jaylin Hyde is going to do a lot of big
Jersey
things.
number. I'm going to do what I do.
Did that Odell part of it even click in your
He
head?
won't win Rookie of the Year, but he'll have enough stats to at least get in that